Hey everyone, Double P here. Welcome. So today's trading session is Tuesday, December the 7th, 2021, and we attacked a stock today. Before I get into that, I got to go over my disclaimer because I got to put it out there. I cannot give you any financial advice, any investment advice, any legal advice, or any taxation advice because I'm not certified or licensed to do so. I don't have my Series 7 or my Series 33 or any of my series certifications through the SEC. So I'm not a licensed dealer broker or broker dealer or a licensed stockbroker or a licensed financial planner or a licensed financial investor or any of those titles that are out there in the real world. I'm a self-taught trader. So I do this on my own dime, on my own journey with my own time. So I advise you don't take any of my trades in real time with real money. If you're going to do anything, do it in the paper simulator or do it in a paper money account where you will lose only paper money until you are proven profitable that you are able to trade in the real live markets like myself and a ton of my Platinum Trader members do. So you can't hold me liable for any losses that you may or may not occur in the real world because I've just told you to take your trades in a paper money account. So as you can see here, NVIDIA is blowing up. So NVIDIA was on my watch list. AMD was on my watch list. And as well, we'll come over here. Apple was on my watch list as well. And all three are just kicking some serious butt today. So what is the first thing we do? Before we take our trades, first thing we do is we draw our box. So as you see here, we draw our box. Apple, where did Apple open? Apple ripped, right? Apple's continuing to rip. So we draw the box for Apple. And we draw the box. I believe I have my box drawn for AMD. If not, let me come over here. And let me come over here to AMD on this side here, because I think it might show up here on a bigger screen. Yeah, so always go to the big screen. If I'm not looking at you as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at the monitors here. So here's our box on AMD, right? Where did AMD open? AMD opened, and as I tell you, even though it opens above the box, you have to be careful. You can't be taking a long position because you have to follow what's going on with inside of the box or outside of the box, right? So when AMD opened, it, quote unquote, SHIT the bed, right? So it dropped. So what did I do? I wait, right? I'm not taking that trade, right? So that's AMD. That was on the box. Let's roll over here. Let's put NVIDIA down here as well. And as you see with NVIDIA, same thing. We draw our box on NVIDIA, right? And we wait. Where did NVIDIA open? Well, it opened above the box. But the same thing, NVIDIA and AMD kind of trade in tandem and in sympathy, right? So I waited, right? And look at this rip right up here, right? So all three did the same thing. Apple sputtered. I mean, let's go look at the marketplace, if you will. So this is what I like to look at because this gives me an overall, this gives me the most precise feel for what's going on. I like to go in the S&P 500. Then I will roll over here and I will roll into the NASDAQ 100, right? I like to look at the advanced decline line. Always, always, always. If you want to become a really good trader, you need to look at what's going on the market on a whole. Don't be myopic, right? You can be myopic when you get into the trade, but when you're looking, you be macro, right? That's the thing to do, right? So that's the NASDAQ 100. Then we come down here and we go to NASDAQ. We go to the composite because I want to see what's going on in the overall hierarchy of everything. So you see that there, advanced decline, right? And then we come back. I mean, I'm not going to give it all away, but I'm just going to tell you, right? Then we look at the S&P, and I mean, there's probably about 8 or 9 things I look through. There's probably 10 things. I have a checklist to kind of walk through that I use to give me an overall what's going on and where I want to be and how I want to play my stuff. So you see here, Nvidia is just crushing right now. It's hitting the high again, right? Look at that move on Nvidia, $18 today, right? So, like I said, again, my culprit was AMD, right? So give me a quick second here. AMD is 1012, 1040. So that was like a 27-minute trade. So let me come over here, 1012. So I'm on a 2-minute candle. Right here. Remember, we either do the 5-minute or the 2-minute candle to look at our trades, right? Because we can have clarity when we do the 5-minute and the 2-minute, and we enter on the 5-minute or the 2-minute and enter down on the 2-minute to the 1-minute to do our trade and to sit in the trade. I'm an intraday momentum options scalper, right? Yes, do I buy stock? Absolutely, I buy stock, right? But this gives us clear, concise what we need to do, right? So 1012. So let's look at 1012 here. This is on a 5-minute chart, right? So on a 5-minute chart, this is the entry point that we look at. Notice what happens here. Off the low, we got extreme buying pressure right here. We got a big topping or we got a big bottoming tail right here, right? But it's buying pressure, and look what happens. Boom, 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 rip, right? So that's what we look at. Now, if you're going to ask me, I know some of these technical terms for these candles. A lot of them I don't because I'm not a technical guy where if you show me a candle, I'll tell you the exact candle name of it because I just don't know that, right? I'm always learning. I look at things differently that make sense to me, right? So I look at this as a bottoming tail with a Thor hammer. And that means this is buying pressure right down here. This is buying. Buyers come in. Like sellers drove all this down and the buyer stepped in and said, F you, right? We're pushing the stock up. And that's what they did, right? I look at the candles. That's how I kind of make sense of stuff. Will I understand technical candles? Sure, over time. But it doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm doing. As you guys can see from my history of my YouTube channel, go look at the history. Right? There's lots of things that you need to do without being textbook technical going to school. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Right? So let's drop down here to the 2-minute candle because that's when I took my trade. So roughly around here, what do we got here at 12? So here's the candles. Here's the entry point, right? And then at 11. Where are we at here? 11:40, I believe it was. 27 minutes. 11:12. Yeah, so roughly around there. I'm out, right? See that candle right there? See that nice buying candle, that thick buying candle? And then look what happened. 3 bars later, right? 6 minutes later, it tagged the high. And I got out before the high. You want to know why I got out here? Instead of going out here, because look at where the 20 is. Look at where the 200 is, and look at where the 20 is. I'm taking my profits away from the 20, right? So when you take your profits away from the 20, it's far away from the 20 where you're going to get maximum amount of volatility, maximum amount of movement before it comes right back down and starts hugging it. I don't want it to cross under the 20, right? I don't want it. I want to take it when it's above the 20, right? That's where I want to take my move. And that's where you should take your move as well, right? And then we look at here, rate of change right here. We see it coincides. So that's the beauty of the trade, right? Now, could I have taken AMD? Yeah, I could have taken AMD as well today. Nvidia. Could I have taken Nvidia? Absolutely, I could have taken Nvidia. Could I have took Apple today? Yeah, absolutely, I could have took Apple today, right? But I like doing one trade a day. It's called trade management, money management, capital management. If I'm in 2 or 3 or 4 different trades in one day, then I got to manage 2 or 3 or 4 different trades. And that means I got to manage all my capital. And because I'm a big block trader, that can get kind of dicey at times. So I want to focus on one trade. I take 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. I make sure my trades are highly profitable, high probability trades that are going to give me the best bang for my buck, because I'm a directional intraday momentum option scalper, right? I'm directional. I don't like trading in a box. I don't like trading in a range. I'm not a swing trader. Do I do swing trades? Yes, I've done swing trades, right? I'm an intraday momentum option scalper, right? Directional. I look for directional bias. I'm agnostic. I take any position on any security. I don't care, right? So I'm not looking at just strictly big cap or large cap. I'll do everything except for penny stocks. I don't deal with penny stocks. So don't get me started on that. This is what I trade, right? You guys look at my YouTube channel, you see what I trade. So that was that. And as you see here, we draw out our Fibonacci, right? So let me break down the Fibonacci for you here, because I think that's very important. So everything happens for a reason, right? I drew out Fibonacci retracements. I could have put extensions on this, Fibonacci extensions, but I decided to go with Fibonacci retracements because of how the stock opened. If the stock opened up high, then I would have did some extensions, right? But it opened up low, so I did a retracement because it hit the high, because it went up pretty quickly, then it went down, so I figured I mapped out my levels, right? So you're wondering probably what I did today. So let's come over here so you see what happened with AMD. And I sent this out to my group as well. So my group did some amazing numbers today. So that's what I hit today. That was my profit for the day there. So don't steal my stuff because I have I wrote it down here anyways. So it is what it is for today, right? 3,900. So that being said, somewhere in the video, you're going to see a link to my site. Head on over to the site, become a member of Platinum Traders Beta Testers group if you'd like, no pressure. I can't force you to trade. I can't tell you what to trade and how to trade it. I can't tell you when to get in and when to get out. Totally your call. All I can do is be your guide. All I can do is be your Sherpa, right? I can tell you what I'm doing, and then you can either go for it or don't go for it. It's your choice, right? Like I said, this is a free YouTube channel. All the trades are coming up here live, are free. You can look at my track record, see what we do. And yes, I do have a big group. And our group is doing very well. They've got lifestyle businesses. They trade when they want, however they want. We're in the markets less than 20 minutes. Most times less than half an hour. 45 minutes tops. Unless the stock is super strong and it's going strong throughout the day, then I'll stay in the trade. I'll stay in the trade for as long as the trend is in my direction, and then I start mapping out stuff like this. I start mapping it out because once it starts dropping, I don't want to be losing too much profit, right? So I map out the bars. I map out. Let's go on a 10-minute chart here. So let me clean this screen up here. Let me get rid of this clear drawing set so it's easier for you guys so you can see what's going on, right? So if you're wondering, what do I have here? Well, I have the high, I got the low, right? I got the 20, I got the 200, I got the 20. I break this down. I got my rate of change and I got my ATR, average true range, right? I'm always tinkering around. I'm always playing around with how I want my system to be set up. But make no mistake about it, it's a quant-driven, emotionless-driven system. I'm all about data. I'm all about numbers. I'm all about ranges. And that's how I do my trades, right? I look at my candles. I look at the way things are moving. It takes zero emotion out of it. Have I lost in the market? Absolutely. You've seen my YouTube channel. You've seen some of the losses I take. When I lose big, I lose big. I've got some big losses, right? But you see my overall channel. You see where I'm at, right? So It happens. You can do everything right in the marketplace, but the market has a mind of its own. And literally on a second, you could get into the trade. Everything looks great. Your numbers look great. It's all quant driven. And the second that you place the trade, all of a sudden, boom, the market either goes in the opposite direction of your trade. And that's what happens. So smash the like button. Smash that like button. Smash that like button if you like what you hear. Head on over to my site. Please become a member. I'd love to help you out. I'd love to show you how we do some trading. There's a lot of stuff here that I just haven't actually revealed to you guys. I'm just showing you the foundation. You got the foundation down. I mean, you're 95% ahead of the marketplace if you have this foundation built out. Now, you want to be in that top 1%, then join Platinum Traders Beta Testers group. So get the ninja stuff that we do, because there's a lot of ninja stuff. I mean, there's what? Thousands and thousands and thousands of stocks out there. How do you think I pick the stocks that I pick? There's a reason why I pick the stocks that I pick, right? And then, you know, I'm all option driven, right? I don't worry about stocks too much. I'm options, right? Options is where it's at. If you understand options, you know how to play the options game, you know how to trade options, and man, it's like so gangster. That's all I can say. So that being said, my name is Double P, over and out. I'll see you in the next trading session. Take care, everybody.